Greetings to all melanated people all around the world. Give me great joy and pleasure to reach out to you wherever you are this evening. And this evening, I want to bring a message across to you concerning guilt and shame. And the reason why I'm doing this video concerning guilt and shame, I would have experienced guilt and shame almost all my life because of what was taught to me, or because of the belief system, and because from a little child growing up, from the time we enter school, they start teaching us about right and wrong and about Jesus Christ. And because they were impressing our subconscious mind, and we were downloading all of that information and believing sin to be concerned with the things you do, instead of being told that sin is actually ignorance and not knowing who you are. And instead of they teach us how to find our true self and to teach us how to love, they was pushing an energy of fear upon us. So they were telling us it is wrong to do this and it is wrong to do that. And then with the churches all around us and the preachers preaching about hell and death and the devil and all these things and judgment, we take on all of these beliefs systems upon us, and because of that we carry around guilt and shame. And this guilt and shame is like a burden we was carrying with us. It was like a heavy load. And even the Bible says, those who put heavy load on you and burden on you, they themselves cannot bear the burdens and the load and carry the burden and the load that they want to place upon you. And so because of this fear, many are trapped in church system, and many are so fearful of the unknown because they do not know what happens to them after death. Yet it is right there in the Bible what will take place after death. That the very consciousness that you have here is the same consciousness you're going to bring there. And it shows you it with Lazarus and the rich man, which is just showing you levels of consciousness. And I would have had the experience where I would have gone into the nether world and meet people there. And I can tell you, even if you are 90 and you die at the age 90 and you die at the age 100, over there you're about to say around 19, 20, you're young again. And if you are stupid over here, you'll be stupid over there. If you was carrying guilt and shame over here, you carry guilt and shame over there. And it's a wall just like this wall. But just like when you come into this, when you are expressed into this world through your mother, coming through your mother's womb, you suffer a state of amnesia. When you was 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, when you was 1 year old, you didn't even know you existed. Even up to a year and a half, 2 years, some people do not even know they existed. And then bit by bit you start getting out of the amnesia and everything that you've been told. From your parents and then your teachers. And teachers could mean those in school and those in Sunday school. So you develop a belief system that you got from someone else. And you never question your whole belief system. You never think beyond your belief system. So my message to you, my brothers and my sisters, is that you have to break out of guilt and shame. You have to realize there's no such a thing as bad word, but it's just expression. And you should not use those expressions out of vexation, but use them under the right energy. You can be having a normal conversation and you express yourself using them. So, my brothers and my sisters, it's time for us to break all of the ignorance and stop being so sinful. And as I said before, sin is ignorance. Sin is not knowing who you are. And anything you do out of ignorance and you don't have the right understanding and you haven't come to the true consciousness of it and you're doing it unconsciously, it will always bring fear upon you and guilt and shame. And that is why monogamy was used to control people, and polygamy has been looked down upon as something to be ashamed and afraid of and to carry guilt about. When if you look at nature itself will teach you. And you would realize that monogamy is to bring shame, is to bring control, it is to bring jealousy, envy, malice. You will realize your birth, it's a business. Marriage is a business, and even your death, it's a business. So, my brothers and my sisters, it is time for us to get rid of the doubt and the fear and the worrying and the guilt and the shame and come to a higher level of consciousness. And for us to do that, we have to realize that the Bible was misinterpreted for us and was given to us to believe that it is secular history, when it should be interpreted psychologically, when it has nothing to do with anyone who ever existed 1,000 years ago, or to any actual event that ever took place upon earth. The Bible addresses the human mind. And what we need to do is to lift our minds to a higher place of consciousness. Because the same power that will lift you up on high is the same power that will bring you down into the gutter. So everything is mental. Everything begins with a thought. And God, or the Creator, is your own human imagination. And that is why, my melanated brothers and sisters, it's time for us to use our imagination more creatively and consciously. And that is why in Psalm 4:4 he said we must commune with our own heart upon our bed and be still. Know what you want, sit in your mind's eye, and speak from within and not from without, because there's no God in the sky and there's no Jesus coming back for you. That's a white idol. And that is why Matthew 6:6 also tells you to go into your closet, your secret place of meditation, because prayer is desire and meditation. So if we're going to manifest more positive lives, and become more people of abundance. We have to get rid of guilt and shame. And for us to get rid of guilt and shame, we have to get rid of white Jesus. We have to get rid of the Jesus idol. You have to get rid of the Jesus of 2,000 years ago and see the power within you. The creative power. And you have to start to accept God as your own human imagination, the creator. And without your human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything else that ever going to be made. Everything else that is ever going to be made must first be imagined. So my brother and my sisters, this is a war against doubt, fear, shame, guilt, and all these things. And that is why homosexuality is used as a weapon against melanated people. Because they still have this mindset of guilt and shame. When they are to ignore such state, such mind state, ignore your lower self. Because it takes thoughts for one to be a homosexual. And it takes thoughts also for one to be a heterosexual. If that's the right word. Okay? So, my brother and my sisters, we have to get rid of this whole religious concept in our minds and come to our true self and come back to the things that our ancestors did believe and practice. And so, my brother and my sisters, if we're going to be victorious, if we're going to be above and not beneath, if we're going to be the lenders and not the borrowers, we have to give them back the white Jesus. We have to give back the Caucasian, their false God. And we have to hold to the God within us. We have to hold to the divine within us. Not just by words. Not just by receiving the message and saying it's powerful and saying good message. But put your imagination to work. Be not just a hearer, but be a doer. Do not deceive yourself. Do not look in the mirror and see your image and walk away from it and forget what man of man you are. We are creators. Let us be conscious creators and create our reality that would rise in every way. Socially, financially, everywhere there is, that would rise by giving them back their idol, by getting rid of all the guilt and shame. With that being said, I want to thank you very much. It's getting dark now. I want to give you the sign of the sun. This is the sun sign. Okay, this is one eye. This is the third eye, the real eye. And this is what our ancestors wanted us to know about. It's the rising of the sun. It's the dawning of a new day. With that, I want to say peace. I'm out. Love you. And remember, Matthew 6:22. If your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. We are the children of the sun. We are the children of light. And let us be the light of the world by putting the words that are coming to us from our messengers and teachers to work in our lives. Love you. Peace. I'm out.